act with you? What is the significance?
Well, that's one of the resorts if the fixing doesn't get done with words and voice. You have a cricket bat. And
Wow.
then dangerous things keep coming after that.
Talk to us about the experience of working with your uncle for the very first time, sharing screen space.
Wow, okay. Now, this is like from the time I kind of made it in my career that I knew I'll do this at some point in my life. And I just wanted it to not be cliche, to be cool, to be something that we can consistently revisit those characters over and over again. And I couldn't have asked for anything better than Rana Naidu and with these fine filmmakers, Karan and Supan and Netflix. So I'm very, very happy to this.
And finally, what does a fixer really do? If you had to answer that in a sentence.
Well, the day you have a problem, you will give me a call and you'll know what a fixer does.
But just like most people here, I had countless problems. So we'll have to put that into a list and come back to
Problems that aren't legal, that aren't, that's the reason you need a fixer.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's turn to Naga, aka Venkatesh Garu. We've got some big fans in the house, and those of you who are watching this digitally as well, I'm sure all of us have a huge smile on our faces. Talk to us about Naga, the character, and how is it to work with your nephew?
Well, Naga, the character, I mean, this guy is the most unpredictable guy. I mean, I've done many characters, but this character has been really special. It's a very different character, very unusual character. And it's got so many shades of emotions. I mean, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad in this guy. He's quite a fun guy. But you're going to hate him at times, you're going to love him at times. That's the best part. And but the thing is, he's wherever he goes, there's a lot of bad things happening, right? That's the whole problem with this guy. He's in a real mess always. He wants to get close to his family, but it doesn't really happen. I mean, my kids, these guys, they really hate me. I don't know why. I just want to get close to them, but these guys just, no. They're too stiff, these guys, you know? Yeah, and I'm trying to make it easy, but it's not happening. But he's a little scary also, this guy. I mean, that's the best part. And I've never done anything like this. And I've enjoyed working. I mean, I got to do so many, explore my emotions in such a different way. I got to do so many new expressions, and I'm really happy. And I have to be thankful to Karan and Supan. They really encouraged me right from day one. They were more confident that I could deliver, and even Netflix, the team of Netflix, they were very keen on having me on board this wonderful series, Rana Naidu. Thank you, all of you. So I think I've tried my best, and let's see. I hope you guys like the trailer. I mean, thank you so much.
If you loved it, then you tell him with a big round of applause and some cheers in the house, guys. Venkatesh Garu, you told us that Naga is the kind of character that you love sometimes and you hate sometimes. But I'm sure we'd love to hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it to work with your nephew for the very first time?
It was fantastic. I mean, it was really wonderful, and I got to work with my nephew, Rana, and he's done a wonderful job. I mean, but the thing, like Rana was saying, it was not the usual kind of family drama. So, I mean, not the, I mean, being soft with him and singing a song, I mean, that's what they expect in regular films, me and my nephew coming together. But this was really hard-hitting with some hard-hitting dialogues. Well, you've seen some of them. This poor guy, he keeps getting... but it was really nice, and I'm really glad I got to do this. And there's a lot of work in this, yeah.
There was a lot of animosity when we saw the trailer. So were those emotions sort of natural, or you had to act when you saw your nephew opposite you?
No, the beauty of this Naga Naidu is it came out so well, I mean, so natural. And I was surprised with myself that I could express those expressions. And like I said, Karan and Supan were there always to encourage me. And there was some magic happening out there I could see on the sets, and I just loved it, yeah.
No, we can certainly see that magic ourselves as well, and we cannot wait to unveil the entire series and binge watch it. Next up, Monica, I'd like to ask you what the most rewarding part of the show was and is. And what do you think is the heart and the core essence of this action-packed show?
I think first and foremost, I want to just thank everyone for being here and cheering this absolute cracker of a masala entertainer on Netflix. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Sundar Aaron, our producer. And yes, when he brought the story to us and, you know, the conversations from there on, and then Karan and Suparn, so huge shout out to the three of them for making this possible. And I think the most rewarding part, I would say, was the whole journey of making. You know, the team at Netflix, you know, everyone in my team, Tanya, Karishma, Vishaka, everyone who's been a part of the journey from the beginning, and really getting Rana and Venki together for the show. If I just have to say one thing, the show wouldn't be what it is, and I think Sundar can add, and Karan and Suparan to this. The show wouldn't be what it is, but for these two gentlemen, the entire cast, I think the way they have really performed on screen and how they've just, there is what you write on paper, and then there is the magic that you see on screen. And I think Rana Naidu just packs in every bit of entertainment and plot twists and thrilling. And guys, let me just say this, please do not expect Netflix to always do heavy shows. This is an absolute mass entertainer. And that's how we've designed it. We love it. And I think everyone's going to really sort of wonder what the next thing that Rana does or Venki does is. And that's the fun of the show.
Fantastic. So well put. Thank you so much, Monica. Next up, I'd like to speak to Sundar and find out what the most challenging part of the show was when you had to make it. And what was it like working with these two powerhouse performers headlining the show?
Okay, thank you everybody for coming out and supporting the show. Working with these two powerhouse superstars was, I wish I could say it was hard. It was easy. They're absolute professionals, to be honest with you, and that spread throughout the whole show. The amount of wonderful performances that you're going to see in this show will blow you away, the depth. Of course, led by Rana and Venki. I couldn't have asked for two more wonderful collaborators. And of course, Suparn and Karan, who really led us all the way through. It was amazing.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. Before I pointedly ask the next question, who was the actual fixer on the set? I'd really like to know.
Well, that's a good question. Netflix. They're the ones with the
pointing to the
checkbook.
director. But who are you going to be pointing at? That's what we'd like to know.
Suparn is the fixer of the mood on the sets.
Okay. You should hear my playlist. Actually, Karan fixed this show. We are the fixers on set, but as far as the mood is concerned on set, we have a very interesting playlist which plays on my Spotify playlist. And let it be known, Netflix does some adult content, so does our music playlist.
Tell us a little bit more.
Well, what's the name of the playlist now? Everybody wants to find it.
Now I definitely need to know what's on that playlist. Give us a little bit of a hint. You've told us, you've given us, you know, half of the story, at least complete it. What was the, okay, we'll start with that. What was the playlist for?
You'll start a family feud if you kind of ask us about the playlist, because everybody has different versions of it, but it sets the mood.
In a good way.
That's a
sets the
proper
mood.
fix, man. That's a proper fix.
Thank you so much. Surveen, tell us about your character, Naina, and what makes her special.
Oh, okay. She's so much. Nana is so much. She's fierce. She's strong. She's soft. She's vulnerable. And what I like most about her is that I find her pretty fearless in making sacrifices towards her topmost priority, which is her kids and her family. And she'd do anything to keep that together. And I think that's what made it very, very special every time, every day I walked onto that set to bring in that strength, that power to Naina's part in every possible scene. And of course, It was great working with Rana. I think, huh?
Monica, if you'll give him the mic.
Yeah, you
He has
did.
something
you
to
did.
add.
You did. You did.
So I just
you
paid
did.
her to say that.
He sort of like leaned towards her and then she's like, oh yeah, now I remember. And
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
sure
the
it was
chemistry,
fabulous.
right?
Absolutely, and we can see that. But who is more intimidating in their character, Rana or Naga, according to you?
Oh, hands down, Naga, sir. Hands down.
When was the last time a wife got intimidated by a husband? Come on.
That's true. That's true.
Good point, good point. Let's speak to Abhishek and Sushant here. Father or son, whose side is your character on and why?
Just remember, you're the
Syllabus ke
sons
bahar hai.
too. You're the sons too, just saying.
Yeah, no, this is out of syllabus. I think we're not supposed to be on anyone's side.
You're supposed to be.
I mean,
Really?
this is,
I took the character wrong then. I don't know. I don't know. My heart tells me to like be by the side of the father, but then he always makes the son do the wrong stuff, which is like great because that's the kind of father you need to. But
That's
then
the kind of father you want, but that's
yeah,
not the kind of
exactly.
father you need.
Sorry, Baba. I mean, he was very right, yes. But you know, like, but I think Rana, the character, the elder brother, is quite cool. So I think any Jaffa or any younger brothers, they would want to, you know, probably grow up to be Rana. So yeah, I mean, it's like both ways. Diplomatic answer, huh?
Your life is sorted basically.
Yeah. Thank God I had brothers. I'm basically a single child, but in the show I had like two strong brothers. So दिल्ली में कहते हैं कि back है मेरी, तो मुझे वो वाली feel आई ये show करके कि मेरी back है. They'll sort it out.
so because you were a single child and you didn't have brothers, so you probably didn't know how it was to be around boys as well, right? Within the family. So did you get bullied? Was there any sort of like ragging that happened?
He used to rag me because he's also my college senior. He happens to be my college senior, so he used to rag me a lot. In fact, bully me, guys. I was bullied on set by Sushant saying, "Ab bolo."
Savdhan India.
That tells you a lot about this Naidu family. I am on the side of Naidus, by the way. Huh? No father, no son, on side of Naidus. So, basically, इस fixer के family इसको लगता है कि ये fixer है. He is trying to fix the family till Naga steps in. और तब इसको लगता है कि नहीं, Naidus का कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Because Naga जहाँ पाँव रखता है, तो पीछे पीछे trail of destruction. और सबसे पहला तो 3 destruction ये छोड़ के गया, 3 बच्चे. So, yeah, fixer के family को fixer चाहिए. So we are in search of that.
But what about that accusation? You didn't respond to it.
I cleverly changed the topic.
Which is exactly why I'm catching it right now and then asking you about it again.
So I'll change the topic again. नहीं, मेरा कॉलेज का जूनियर है, तो बनता है ना.
Ragging तो करूँगा ना.
बनता है ना.
All right, okay. Gaurav, tell us about your character, please.
I play a character called Prince Reddy. Prince Reddy has a long journey in the show. He starts up about 10 years ago when he's an upcoming superstar in down south and then comes down to Mumbai, becomes a much bigger star. And he brings along Rana with him from Hyderabad. So they share a journey, and they share a bond, and they also share a past that they would like to forget. But of course, there is Nagas are there to make sure that no one ever forgets. And he's that flashback you don't want to have, but he keeps coming back, that nightmare. But yeah, I mean, very, very layered and very, very complicated and so much fun to play. Completely out of my comfort zone. So I'm very, very happy that I've done this. I hope that I don't regret doing this, but I don't think I will.
I'm sure you won't. You definitely won't. And Priya, this is your second show with Rana. How is this different?
This is my first show.
the second time you're working
Well,
with
this is
Rana?
the first time I'm actually working with Rana. The last one was a Telugu social. It was a show we did.
Oh,
but we
yeah,
didn't,
I played a cameo in that.
yeah,
This
but
is, yeah, so we
I
got
didn't
the, we
shoot
got
it.
the info right, I'm guessing, yeah. Yeah, talk to us
we
about
were
the
in the
experience.
same show, but him and I didn't have any scenes together, so it's pretty different. So this time we share a very interesting relationship, Rana and Mandira, the character I'm playing. So it's very different because I actually got to work with him, share screen space and, you know, do scenes with him. So the first one, he was just there for like, I think, like he
I
was
shot
just-
for 3 hours.
Yeah, literally. He was just, you know, it was a special appearance. So yeah, but I'm pretty excited to see how it's all turned out.
Thanks, Priya. Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much. Karan and Supan, we'd obviously like to talk to you about what the audiences can look forward to in this series.
Well, as all of these guys have already said, and especially Monica, in terms of how it's a, you know, big, fun, action, masala entertainer, so to speak, and I'm really, really thrilled to have this cast. And that's really what I feel is what everyone's going to be looking at, and that is, you know, the absolute top-notch performances that we have from each of these guys and all the others. There's lots of twists and turns, and you know, the story is pretty layered. It's pretty breakneck, and there's lots of surprises at every turn. And I think the one real surprise element is Venki Mama, who's really going to surprise a lot of people going forward.
Were there any real-life instances that inspired elements of the story?
I'll answer the first part of what he was talking about, then Karan will talk about what inspired. I think the biggest thing that people will see in this show, especially, is I think each and every actor in this show has stepped out of their comfort zone. I don't think you will see anyone, or every single actor on stage has ever played a role like this, ever. I think at times they questioned themselves and their sanity, including us, as to what we were doing, but they trusted us with the process of going through with it, and the results are out there to see. It's really been a leap of faith for every single actor.
No, the way Gaurav said it, no, that he doesn't hope he regret. That's a very loaded line there, you know, because he, for example, has gone out of his skin. It's such a all sorts of yeah, out of the box. All sorts of strange terms are coming to my head right now, so which I can't probably say publicly. But you know, he's really stepped up, for example, and as have all these guys. Like every single person, like especially for Venki sir, it's just like a huge moment, I think, and I'm so privileged to have been the one, you know, just at the right place at the right time to be there to witness that and help it along the way. No, it's a fictional show, guys, so it's not really, if there are real fixers out there, I haven't met them, or haven't needed them rather, thankfully.
That's a good thing.
So, you know, it's all in our heads.
We have friends in high places. I think they help them when we need to, so it's all good. You have that one friend you call at midnight, right?
Yeah.
Which
It's about
is,
that friend.
Now we all have that friend, ladies and gentlemen, that we can go to if we are in a spot of bother. But my big question to all of you is, whose side are you on? Rana or Naga? Venkatesh Garu is like, what is this?
I'm a producer, I have to say Netflix's side.
I would say Netflix. That's the safest answer, so Netflix.
You know, as the character, I want them to be on my side.
Nice.
सच्चाई के साथ हूँ.
क्या बात है? My God.
जिधर से पेमेंट मिले उधर ठीक है.
We all understand that, don't we? We all relate to it.
I'm in a tough one, yeah. Bharta.
That means husband
That
in
means
Telugu.
You
husband.
play?
That
Yeah,
means
it has to
husband.
be the husband. I would assume that.
Respect to your father-in-law.
And I was inclined towards him, so I think it'll be Naga.
Okay, and Naga has to be on his own side, so we'll obviously skip the question. Or do you have a different answer?
Me.
Yeah.
that's the answer, Rana. Pass it on.
That's it. Exactly.
And Naga, Mr. Naga, do you have an answer for us?
Well, if it's Naga,
Come back.
hero kaun? Star कौन? अरे क्या बात है? I mean, I don't have to answer that. No, but sorry. But it's Netflix show. I mean, we have to do, I mean, you guys are going to be the, I'm going to side you guys, okay? Okay.
Sir?
So I've never been to a beauty pageant, but I think this is my opportunity. I would say world peace.
And talk to us about your experience of being in this series. Sir.
I really enjoyed. I worked with Venkatesh Garu in Telugu, and years later, I got this opportunity to work with him. I must share something very interesting about him. Apart from him being an actor, I know how difficult it was for him to speak a few words. and it was an extraordinary experience for me chatting with him before and after, and I got to meet Rana for the very first time, and I really want to thank my dear producer for having been somebody who's been impeccable in making sure that this show has been, you've been our person because we know you through him, because the way he took care of us. And I must thank this extraordinary duos who made sure that they were pushing all of us, including playing some interesting music. But we will leave it at that for now. Thank you so much.
We must simply find out what's on that playlist and why it was created in the first place. I will make it my life's mission, guys, and spill the scoop, yeah. But what about the creators? Whose side are you on?